Hello, everyone. Brian Crady with Adrenaline Outdoor Adventures. Hope you're all doing well. Um, Over the years, I've been sharing a lot on Instagram and Facebook on my adventures, my hunts, just different excursions. And throughout that time, individuals have been reaching out, asking questions about gear. And I get it. Once you step into the wilderness, you want to make sure you have the best gear possible. And so I thought I would start this channel just to go ahead and highlight the gear that I've utilized over the years. I'm a big game hunter. I've hunted Alaska a few times, from Texas to Nebraska, all over Colorado. Big game. I was lucky enough last year to pull my bighorn sheep tag, which was a phenomenal experience, and I'll definitely want to share some of that gear with you in future videos. I'm also a fly fisherman. I love to kayak. I love to mountain bike, upland hunting, waterfowl, and then I've also thru hiked the Colorado Trail, which is 486 miles. I did that in 26 days solo, and so I can articulate some of that stuff on future videos as well. But today, when I started to ask myself, what's the one piece of gear from a big game hunting perspective that I think is extremely important? Now, I'm not saying that everything else isn't important. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to concentrate on, okay, when my mind goes to what's the first thing when I'm big game hunting, it's gear that I can use not once, but twice and or potentially 3 times. And in this situation, or in this video, I'd love to articulate and chat a little bit about Caribou Gear's hunting tarp. And this tarp is phenomenal, and for a lot of different reasons, and I'm going to share that with you today. They call it the Extreme Adventure Hunter's Tarp, and it comes in a green. I call that more of a hunter's green, and it also comes in an orange, and it looks more like a Daglone. This one I've actually used multiple times. This one's brand new, and Caribou Gear was kind enough to send this to me because I hadn't seen the green one as of yet. So when I say multiple uses, what does that mean in this circumstance? It's a tarp. Well, first and foremost, if you're a big game hunter and you have to actually hike in somewhere to pursue your game, and once you harvest that game, taking care of that animal, quartering that animal, taking care of that meat is extremely important, because how that animal is going to taste on the table will be different depending on how you took care of that in the field. And this tarp has been exceptional for me. What I mean by that is I will lay this out while I'm working on that animal and quartering it, and I'll place those quarters on this tarp. It keeps it clean. It's just fantastic from that perspective. Then I can put it in my game bags, all that good stuff. We could talk a little bit more about that in future videos. Now, aside from that, this tarp has been great for other reasons. A pack liner. So let's talk about that for a minute. Let's say that you're bringing out a quarter of an elk and you don't have game bags. If you have one of these, just wrap that quarter in this tarp, put it in your pack, and it'll keep your pack from getting, messy and all that good stuff. And it works great from that perspective. Emergency tarp. Snow, rain, this is great from that perspective. I've also used it as an extension to a shelter. A sun shield. I have a buddy who went down to New Mexico, was hunting aoudad, and he had gotten one of these and was extremely thankful, not because of snow and rain, but from the sun. And then the last thing that I've utilized it for is a footprint for my tent. I mean, it's so lightweight. So let's start there. The tarp itself is 4.3 ounces. It's 5 feet by 4 feet. Now inside here, I'll use the one that I've already used, and inside are stakes. Now you see there's 3 here because I lost one, but there's 4 stakes that come with a brand new one. The stakes weigh 1.3 ounces, so total in this entire package, this is 5.6 ounces. It's 4.5 by 4 inches once it's all folded up. And The main piece about this, aside from all the other things I just told you about, when I'm talking about a shelter or a footprint or making sure that your meat doesn't get dirty and all that, it's waterproof. It's got 4 layers of waterproofing, and the great thing is this is not one of those one and done items. This has been used, I think this is the 4th use on this tarp, and the last use was on that bighorn sheep hunt. And it's very easy to wash. Just put it in a bucket of water with some light detergent, let it soak, work it in there, pour out the water, put some fresh water in, and just kind of work it just a little bit. But yeah, this tarp is fantastic, and I don't go anywhere without it. And even if I'm not hunting and I'm just hiking, this tarp is gonna be in there. Now that I have this green one, I think I'll probably utilize that for more of my just kind of around town type of things, but this will definitely be in my hunting backpack all the time. A couple things that I wanted to articulate is on the corners, you'll see that you've got this reflective, let's see if you can see that. That's reflective, which is great if you're using this and you're hanging it into a tree for some reason. At night, you can see that. Let's say you've got quarters off and you've got them, I don't know, 50 yards from your camp and you're in Alaska, and you do that for bear reasons. This will give you an opportunity to see exactly where that tarp is from this reflective gear. It's also got these additional extensions here. This is great when you're trying to utilize it for a tent or a shelter or just trying to strap it down. This has been fantastic for those reasons. So without question, please, visit my friends over at Caribou Gear. They're fantastic. They're knowledgeable. They're innovative. They've got all kinds of great outdoor gear. They've established their business from game bags, and their game bags are amazing. And I will do another video on those as well. So thank you for your time. I appreciate you watching this video. My hope is to do a lot more of these. Short, sweet, straight to the point. And of course, if you like these, please subscribe, and would love to share with you what I've learned over the course of my career in hunting. Thanks so very much.